Hello and welcome to Well Hung. I'm Jono Molloy.
And I'm Alex Willis-Bray, and today we are here in Blitz in Brick Lane, Shoreditch, because it's all about vintage.
Yes, but first we're going to hit the streets to get some inspiration.
So I've just found Luca. Luca, you look fantastic. Tell me what you're wearing. Is it all vintage, first of all?
Yeah, it's all vintage except for the trousers. This is a CPO shirt. This is an Oxford shirt. And then I'm wearing a pair of Doc Martens.
Where did you get your inspiration from?
Well, I get most of my inspiration from Ivy League in America.
How long does it take you to get ready?
It doesn't take me that long, to be honest. About 5–10 minutes.
And your hair as well? That doesn't take long.
No, that doesn't take long. It's quite easy to do, really.
Your whole wardrobe, is it 50s, or do you sort of mix it up a bit?
Most of it is 50s, like 50s rockabilly, rock and roll stuff.
Do you ever take your clothes into like a seamstress to get fitted, or do you just buy off the rail?
Yeah, I usually go to tailors because honestly I'm pretty into tailoring and stuff like that. I got a couple of suits at home handmade. But yeah, I like to go. But in London, honestly, it's pretty difficult to find a cheap tailor. So I usually go to my place in Italy.
Oh, you take it to Italy?
Yeah, I take my clothes to Italy. Yeah, it's pretty mad.
Well, that's quite extreme.
Yeah, it is.
Now, talk us through what you're wearing.
I'm just wearing just some biker boots, turned up jeans and just a normal shirt from like River Island and just some jacket as well.
I'm at Blitz in Brick Lane in London. I'm joined by one of their managers, Asaf. Thank you for joining us. Now, can you tell us a bit more about what Blitz is about?
Blitz is one of London's biggest vintage shops. It's 9,000 square feet. It's just on Hanbury Street off Brick Lane. Yeah. It is a unique vintage shop because it's kind of organized by departments. We go around Europe and we hand-pick vintage clothes and bring the best to here. You won't necessarily always find things from the 60s or 70s. It's a bit more 80s, 90s. Yeah. Because that's what is trending at the moment. That's what kids, students, and even adults are wearing these days.
Yeah, I'm old enough to remember the 80s the first time.
Yeah, so am I. So am I. Don't look it, but I am.
So, in your time here, you've been here about a year and a half.
Yep.
Have you noticed what sort of things are on trend at the moment? What are guys coming in here and you're seeing a lot going through the tills?
Well, guys, they're a bit kind of two types. It'd be guys that are a bit more, I don't know, wear stuff that are a bit more utilitarian. So if it would be plaid shirts and wool jackets, but with a plaid kind of print, and also French workman jackets, and then you have maybe a bit younger kids that wear a lot of prints. So it could be a lightweight bomber jacket with a crazy print on it, or just a shirt like you're wearing with maybe paisleys or just all kinds of crazy prints. And of course, Levi's 501, that's timeless.
Timeless, yeah. Well, Asaf, thank you very much for your time. And I can sense Alex over my shoulder. What have you got for me there?
Well, I've got a great selection of vintage clothes, so you go and try those on. In the meantime, here's a quick guide to shop for your body shape. For the broad-shouldered rugby player, look for jumpers with V-necks to narrow the chest, and look for patterning around the bottom to draw attention away from the shoulders. If you're a beer belly shape, then stay away from polo necks as they'll decrease and narrow your shoulders and emphasise your belly. Opt for round necks instead. For the round all over couch potatoes, stay away from any bulky clothing. Instead opt for warm yet thinner cashmere jumpers. The slimline cricketer can wear chunky knits, but look for jumpers with round necks and patterning around the top to broaden the shoulders. So John, are you ready?
Ready as I'll ever be. What do you think of this old school look?
I love it. It looks really good. Now, the great thing about vintage is that you can look to different eras for inspiration. So 1940s tweed and trilby, or the sort of 50s style sort of teddy boy look. But the 5 key things to look out for if you wanted to get into vintage is firstly the plaid or checked shirt. Now this, if you haven't got a vintage shop near you, you can find in Top Man or Urban Outfitters. The denim shirt, another key piece of the wardrobe. This is great for layering. A thick, chunky knit with a bit of patterning on it. That's another great vintage piece. Obviously, do be wary of where the patterns are for your body shape. Check out my style guide earlier on. Another piece though you can't go wrong is the leather jacket. Now whether it's sort of biker style or whether it's aviator style, it's another great piece. And finally, the main thing to look out for is accessories. So whether it's hats, whether it's scarves,
Braces. I like
great braces, I want to ping them, or even a bag such as this. It's all one of those sort of key things to look out for that really ties in and marries the outfit.
Yeah, I actually quite like it. I really like the cardigan actually. I feel like I'm a 70s, 80s detective. Like Starsky and Hutch, all the professionals. I love all those sort of shows. So yeah, certainly the knitwear is something I would definitely buy. But of course, it isn't what we think. We want to know what you think. Use the hashtag WOW and tweet us at WellHungFashion and let me know whether I look a winner or a wanker.
Yeah, subscribe to our channel and follow us on Facebook as well. And we'll see you next week.
Yeah, bye-bye.